morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, cloud computing. So before knowing the term cloud computing, you all should know one important term, technical term. See, answer my question. Your computer is now a part of world's largest network called DAS, which gives us access to unlimited services and information. Any guess? Yes, your answer is right. It is internet. Yes, the world's largest network, and as we are using internet, we are a part of the network, and it is allow us to access unlimited services and information. Then, with the help of internet, yes, only because of internet we can avail the features of cloud. It is allowing users to process, store, and manage the data on the remote server. To make you to understand what is cloud computing, the best example is, and easy to understand, is Google Drive. You are using Google Drive, yes or no? Yes, we all are using Google Drive. Once you created an account with Gmail, it is offering you 15 GB of data as free to store your data online. So what is the purpose of storing data online? Anyhow, you are having so many storage devices nowadays. That is pen drive. Yes, you all are having pen drive. Yes. What is the need for pen drive? Using pen drive also you are doing, you are storing your documents. Whatever the document, it may be either image, video, it may be anything. But we are storing data, and whenever required, and as the device is too small, it is easy to carry in your hand. That is, you can keep it in your pocket, and you can carry it to anywhere, and whenever you want to process the data, you can just simply, with the help of some computer, you can do process their data. But still, what is the difference between this pen drive and Google Drive? The difference is, using internet, you are accessing all your information stored in the cloud. Okay, think of, if you missed your pen drive, then what happened? Definitely you are losing all your data. You may lose all your data. To avoid such critical process, I'm going to depend on online. So as I saved all my data online, the data is safe and also secure, and I can quickly access to information, and I can store huge amount of data, and it is providing me very high data processing speed. So because of these advantages, I'm moving to Google Drive. That is, I'm going to use the cloud storage. So cloud computing is a model for allowing convenient. See here, see the definition is given here. It's a model for allowing convenient on-demand access from anywhere to a shared pool of computing resources. What you may have in cloud? You may be connected with some web servers, with some servers. So there are different kinds of servers are there, and they are collectively called as pool of computing resources. Whatever the resource you want to avail online, you want to use online, you may, as per your demand, you can access. That's why it is called as on-demand access from anywhere to a shared pool of computing resources. So in forthcoming slide, I'll tell you the computing resources. Okay. Next, these are characteristics of cloud. It is giving you resource pooling. Yes, it is having pool of resources. The resources in terms of machine, softwares, development platforms, and still many more. And it is an on-demand self-service. If you need, you are requesting, and you may get your own service. And it is easy to maintain all your data and all your environment in cloud with some specific cloud providers, and it is a large network access, and it is available always. Once you connected to internet, your data is available always. The availability is 24 hours, and it is an automatic system. Economy, you can, it is cost effective, it is cost effective and security, it is providing you the good security. And pay as you go, pay as you use. So how much amount of resource you are consuming, so based on that it will pay, and you have to pay based on, it will send you a bill, you have to pay. So pay as you go. And measured service, again, with those characteristics, it will offer you some advantages: cost saving, reliable, manageable, competitive edge, which means that you don't need to worry about all the updations, everything. You always be updated with the latest technologies. Data backup and recovery is possible, easy access to information. And disadvantages of cloud computing, yes, even though the cloud platform is giving you so many wonderful features, still some disadvantages are also there. The first one is downtime. So downtime, for example, how you are accessing internet? Through internet service providers, yes, ISP. For example, Geo, if you are using Geo SIM, so Jio is an internet service provider, Airtel is an internet service provider. So you are paying some money to them for using internet. Think of, they want to do some repair or some maintenance task. So for that issue, they just down the internet. So in that situation, without internet, you can't access any features from cloud computing. That's a major drawback. Okay, downtime. If during downtime you can't connect to the internet, so it's a biggest drawback of cloud computing services. And data security is depends on the user. If you are well aware on the security mechanisms and security protocols, and if you are good enough to handle all the security mechanisms, then it's okay. But somehow there are some threats for your data. Lock-in. So lock-in is again, you are locked into specific vendor. So if you later point, now you are currently using facilities, or you are using resources from one particular cloud vendor, and later on you want to migrate to some other company or some other cloud vendor, then in that situation you are completely locked in with the old vendor, which means that it is very hard to change when one vendor from another vendor, your data or whatever the resource you are using. Now it is very difficult to change from one vendor to another vendor. There may be interoperability issues because the initial vendor may follow some standards, some protocols, some interfaces for their own company, and another new vendor may have their own interfaces and their own models and their own standards. So it is very hard to shift from one vendor to another vendor. That's why the disadvantage is lock-in, vendor lock-in. They have the full control over your data. So the last point, limited control. You actually have limited control over your data, as the cloud provider is providing automatic system and they are maintaining it properly. So full control, majority the control is, you are actually locked in with the vendor. That's why you are having only limited control over your data. So these are all the disadvantages of cloud computing. And there are different types of cloud computing: public, private, hybrid, and community. So based on the resources you are going to use and you want to share, you may choose the cloud. Public means resources shared by everyone and it is vulnerable to various attacks. Private means resources are not shared with others. You may have a high control over your data. And hybrid is a combination of public and private. Community, services and data are shared among specific group of users. And types of services, cloud is providing you 3 different services. You may get storage devices, virtual servers from cloud vendors, then that kind of services are called as infrastructure as a service. And you may also get development environment for your development purpose. So like OS, programming languages, or database or web service, then they are called as platform as a service. And the last one is you may use some software applications online, then they are comes under software as a service. So that's all about cloud and its types. Next session we will see how to create um, Google Drive, or how to create account with some cloud vendor, and how to use some features of cloud. Bye children.